right, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we GMS Louisiana Saints coming back at you with another live lesson. But before we get started, we're facing the east, and we're going to give all praise and honor to
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua, Ba'ashem,
Harakadash.
Harakadash.
All right, Gaban Star elders and apostles of Red Millstone, salutations and blessings to the Akim that's pushing the truth and sincerity at the four corners of the world. All right, and today's lesson is pretty much that the Lord, all right, uh, you know, protecting His elect, all right, from that spiritual uh, shalakia, the lake of fire, man. All right, the second death. All right.
That's right. All right, I got the Isaiah 35. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 35, verse 3. It says, "Strengthen ye the weak hands and confirm the feeble knees." It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 35, verse 3. It says, "Strengthen ye the weak hands and confirm the feeble knees."
That's right. Strengthen. All right. Right. The weak hands, man, and the feeble knees, and that's going into our people, man. All right. Because our people are what are caught up in the world. All right. So by us giving them what this living water, which is His word, all right, we're bringing them back anew, man. We're bringing them back alive. All right, we're strengthening them up. They're getting those bones and those muscles and everything that they need. All right, back to bring them alive again, man. The valley of shadow of death. Right.
Verse 4, it says, "Say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your power will come with vengeance, even the Most High with a recompense.
Khan.
He will come and save you."
Khan. That's what we tell our people every week, man. All right, don't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid to let go of the system. All right, don't be afraid to let go of Esau's goods, man. All right, that the Lord is going to supply you with what you need in that day, and the scriptures tell us that. All right. The Lord said, "Depart, man." All right. The Lord said that what he knows all the things that we need. He knows that we need to have food and be clothed and so forth and so on, man. You just got to put your trust in Him, man. All right.
That's right. It says, then, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 35, verse 5. It says, "Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped."
That's right, and that's what ultimately happens. All right, when our people hear the truth, man. All right, the Lord sups with them. All right, in the beginning, like it says in the scriptures, what wisdom sups with you, she lies with you. All right, she deals with you. All right, and then what? You get the truth, man. Your ears be unstopped. All right, your eyes be open to what's going on around you, man. All right, knowing who you are, so forth and so on. All right.
Right. It says, verse 6, "Then shall the lame man leap as an hart, and the tongue of the dumb sing, for in the wilderness shall waters break out and streams in the desert."
Yeah.
That's right, man, because ultimately we're building the spiritual heart, all right, through the rivers of living water. All right. It says, Isaiah 35 and 6, "Then shall the lame man leap as an hart, and the tongue of the dumb sing, for in the wilderness shall waters break out in the streams in the desert." And how is that lame man leaping as an hart? And the tongue of the dumb singing? Through this word, man. All right, through this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, we're beating to the same tune. We're beating to the same vibration. We're calling upon Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua with one mind, one consent, man. Turning back to a pure language, that ancient Hebrew, man. All right, re-identifying with the way that America identifies us as, man. Ultimately, so our mind can be renewed, like the brother's going into, so we won't be caught up in that second death. All right, that hellfire, that flood of fire, man. All right, the Lord flooded the whole entire earth with a flood of water before, and the same things were going on, man. That's why the prophets were then and they are now, because we were coming in that mindset of renew your mind, prepare yourself for this flood. That's the mindset Noah was in, man. When he was prophesying, renew your mind, come back to the Lord, build this ark with me so we can get up out of here, man. That's the same thing we're doing today. But you got it, huh?
Oh yeah. You want me to read that?
I got it.
You got some more?
Nah, that was it on that, but I got the other ones.
Okay.
What you got? Yeah, you can bring out. I'm
All
gonna
right.
Second Peter.
All right. This is Isaiah 60 and 1. It says, Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee, man. All right? Because, the glory of the Lord is the truth, man. All right? And it's risen upon us, all right? Because what? Uh, uh, we know of all the things to come, and through that, by teaching the word and giving it to other people, man, like the brother said, man, we're building that spiritual ark right now, man. All right? We're building that spiritual ark to where when that time comes, all right, the Lord will seal us, man. All right, that we want that mark of exemption from the judgment that's supposed to be coming, man. The Jacob's trouble, all right, the famine, all right, that you see in the news all the time, the judgment that you even see upon every single day, man. All right,
Yeah.
you see it in the news
Right.
all the time.
That
All right,
flood, because a flood, there could be a flood of judgment. All right. It could be a flood of righteousness. It could be a flood of deliverance. It could be a flood of destruction, man.
right,
All right. So ultimately, what we want to be in that, we want, we don't want to be caught up in that thermonuclear heat, which is that second death, which is the flood of fire, man.
right,
All right, that's going to be used as a cleansing agent to cleanse America and to cleanse Jerusalem, Israel, man. All right, the land that be brought back from the sword. So we don't want to get in the Lord's way of judging this place. We want to be on the right hand side of things. We want to behold this place, seeing it in that sea of glass, man. All right, but you got it. You got some more. I got the other one.
Yeah, it says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be upon thee, man. Again, going into that glory, which is the hedge, man. All right, that hedge, man. Have the Lord having you underneath His wing during these different floods, during these different waves. All right, when you play a game, just like whenever you play the game, right? They say what? First wave, second wave, third wave. All right, and it's usually having to do with attacks, man. All right,
Yep,
so
judgment.
it's the same thing right now, man. The Lord is putting different waves out, all right, and each wave is stronger than the last, man. All right.
Yep, you got to be spiritually equipped to survive those waves, man.
All right.
But you got some more, brother?
Shalaka, that's it on that.
All right, it's the book of Second Peter, chapter 3, verse 3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust, right? Scoffing against the truth, walking after their own lust of the world, preparing ourselves to be caught up in the flood. We're preparing ourselves that we don't be caught up in that flood, man. Whether it be that flood of lies, that flood of judgment, or that flood of thermonuclear heat, man. We don't want to be caught up in those things that the Lord has for the wicked. Point blank, period, man. That's why we're out here pronouncing the name of the Lord to our people, to a stiff-necked people. A stiff-necked people that their logic and their reason is going to have them a first participant in the lake of fire, man. But it says, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? All right? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. But the scriptures tell you the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, although some men count slackness, and we see the world is counting the slackness, man. They're saying that, okay, well, judgment doesn't go forth at this time, all right? This person has got away with this for decades upon decades, or well, the Lord don't care, the Lord has turned his back. No, man, that's all a part of prophecy for the wicked to prevail to the heightening of his pride and then be body slammed down by the Lord, man. All right, but it says, for this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High, the heavens were of old, all right, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water. Why? Because the heavens have waters in them, man. This is talking about the first world, man, all right? The so-called antediluvian period, man, the time of Noah, all right, before the flood. Okay, but watch what it says. It's going to make a comparison. It says, whereby the world was, then was, being overflowed with water, perished. All right, what was that? The old world, man, being overflowed with water. But before that water, the scriptures tell you that Noah was out there uh, decades upon scores upon centuries, man, all right? Prophesying and telling the people, look, there's going to be a flood coming, all right? You need to prepare yourself mentally and spiritually to get out of here unless you be caught up in that flood. we're doing the same thing because our spirits reincarnated back into this lot to preach this word, man. Our spirits bear witness. It says, but the heavens, 2 Peter 3:7, but the heavens and the earth, which are now, right, by the same word are kept in store, meaning reserved, right? It says reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men, right? Reserved unto fire because fire is what? A cleansing agent, all right? A start anew, a refresh of a system, man, all right? And that nuclear fire, along with those concentrated heat from the laser beams of the chariots, of that fathership of Yahushua and the holy angels, is going to totally destroy this place and obliterate it, man, all right? And cleanse it, all right? But the scriptures tell you that the earth abideth forever, man. So America is going to be destroyed, all right? Israel is going to be nuked and brought back and raised up and built up by you heathens, man, who are going to play the role of servitude and tribute to our nation of people, man. Righteousness. It's just simple like that, man. But you got one, brother?
Yeah.
All right, and I got the Genesis 19. We'll get into that, man.
All right. Backing the brother up. This is 2 Thessalonians 1:8. And flaming fire taking vengeance on them that knew not Yahweh, and that they obeyed not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man. All right. And that's the same thing that's going to happen to these people today, man. All right. The same thing that happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. All right. And all those other wicked kingdoms that were on the earth. All right. Beforehand. All right. Because now today is America is just a whole big gumbo pot of all those fallen kingdoms and all those fallen places, those wicked places mixed up together.
Yep. Spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom, spiritual Rome. All right. All those things up in one. But guess what? You're the superpower kingdom, but the Most High is going to show you that, because the scriptures tell you that one angel could destroy this place. All right. So the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua is coming back to put on the shows and totally squash you, man, blow you out the water. There's no chance, man. All right. But I got one backing you right up, huh? It's Matthew 24, and you got it. Matthew 24:37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
And that's exactly what's going on today, man. All right. As as we were saying in the beginning of the video, you have these waves coming, all right, from the Lord. The Lord is what? Sending out what? Death angels, man. All right, you can see it in the news. All right, you can see the setup of Esau, all right, because what? Esau, all right, is the Lord's left hand side sword, man. All right, coming to slay. You see the famine that he's about to create, all right, all the high gas prices and the high food, all right, to get what people roused up and create sedition. All of this is the Lord mixing up this pot, man. All right, balling up everything, man. All right, and you people don't see it. And as the scripture just now said, what they were eating, they were drinking, right? They was getting into marriage. That's what people are doing today. They don't take no thought about what's going on in the world, man. All right, they want to be all up in. They're so focused on pleasure to try to block out with the seriousness of what's going on, man. All right, but really you're supposed to be circumspect and be watching for what's going on, man. All right, preparing yourself. All right, not dwelling in pleasure.
Hey, that's right, because backing the brother up, they just had a so-called major festival, all right, that's known all across the United States here in Lafayette. And during the midst of that festival, all right, you would think that everything that's been going on in the news would deter people to go and not go to these types of events with mass amounts of people, all right, because you had this so-called Crown Vic 19, right? So you would think with all this going on, all these waves, like the brother was saying, that people would start taking heed and say, well, we ain't going to go to these mass amount of events when things are happening there, right? But no, according to judgment, they go there, they concentrate there. Hundreds of people, and that's the same thing that happened at this event in Lafayette this weekend. The Lord put out judgment where 12 people were shot, all right, and the shooter is currently in critical condition, man, all right? The Lord did that, putting in the same mindset that he's not going to The Lord is not going to deter and swerve away from his judgment, man, for you heathen. His judgment is going to go out, man. All right? So you keep concentrating yourself with these major events going out, all right? Living in that house on earth. The Most High is going to judge you in that house, man. All right? And it's backing you right up, because the brother said that the Most High used Esau as a whipping stick to our nation of people. It's Revelation 6:4. You got it, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Right? And then red horse is speaking about Esau either, man. He was given power, all right, to cause confusion within the earth, man. All right, to be the vessel that is made for dishonor, man. All right. What you got, yeah?
Hey, and it says, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword, man.
Right, giving unto him a great sword, man. All right, he's been doing that throughout all the periods that he's been having rulership, man, all the way up until now, man. All right, conquering Alexander the Great, man. All right, and four generals. All right, and like I said, all the way up until this point now, man, Esau's been a murderer, man. All right. Bill Clinton and them, man, they some murderers too, man. All right, the mob, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, man. All right,
right.
great killings, man. All right, to obtain lands. All right, taking oil. All right.
Yep. Hey, and just how the Most High used Esau as a sword, guess what the Most High sword is? The holy angels that come through and smite. The death angels that come through and render the judgment of the Most High, man, on behalf of the Most High, as we've seen time and time again. And we're about to get an account right now, man, because, all right, in Sodom and Gomorrah, you had a righteous Lot, which was the nephew of Abraham, all right? Two angels came unto him, and the men of Sodom and Gomorrah could pass their house round about that they had to shut themselves in, man, all right? Until the angels hearken on to Lot to go and get his kinsmen, his brethren, basically his wife, out of the city before the angels destroyed it, man. And that's the same thing that we liken in America to on today, and we're going to prove it. It says, it's the book of Genesis, chapter 19. I'm going to start at 10. It says, but the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them. And the men is talking about those angels, man. They pulled Lot in the house because the men of Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, they saw that those angels was fair and the town was so polluted and wicked. They wanted to basically have relations with the angels, man. All right, the holy angels of the Most High, man. So they shut themselves in Lot's house, all right, and they hearkened on to Lot and told him that they were about to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. But it says, Genesis 19 and 10, but the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them and shut to the door. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, because they were coming in and getting ready to barge into their house. So the angels smote them with blindness, man. All right. And it says, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. And the men said unto Lot, the angels, okay, hast thou here any besides? Meaning what? Do you have any people in the city that you love because we're about to destroy it, man? All right. It says, this is Genesis chapter 19, verse 12. And the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides, son-in-law, and thy sons, and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord. Right, man? The cry of the righteous waxing great before the face of the Lord, meaning they had what? Proper indignation, righteous indignation to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, man. For the things and the transgressions, it will reach into the heavens. Sounds familiar? The scriptures tell you America's sins have reached unto the heaven, man. Babylon, man. All right? Because ultimately you have the blood that's the father land, and it's filled with Israelite blood, man. The chosen people of the Most High. The elect, man. But it says, all right, here's what Lot said. It says, Genesis 19 and 13, the latter end, it says, and the Lord has sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, up, go out of this place, for the Lord will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law. That's right. They didn't take him serious, man. They thought he was, he just clowning around, he's joking around. But in the serious of the thing, seriousness of the thing, the Lord is about to destroy this place. So that's where we come in on to our people, because Lot is of our forefathers, man. All right, we hearken on to our people saying, get up, get out of this city, man. Come out of Babylon, all right. Come out of her spiritually, because the Lord is finna zap this place, man. Literally, that's what we tell them, man. All right, you want to say something, brother?
Oh,
All right, it says Genesis chapter 19. All right, I'm gonna read that latter end, because in Second Peter's third chapter, we brought out about that first world being a water. When we started, we said what? In the last days, scoffers shall come, man. That's how it started off, right? Thinking that we're not coming in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Thinking we're not serious, all right? Thinking it's a game out here. Thinking the Lord is not going to come and destroy this place, man. Thinking they have time to put off their wickedness. You don't have time, man.
can I back you up on
You got
that?
it, brother.
Because he said, can you read that latter part? What they mocked him in a sense.
Khan. It's the book of Genesis chapter 19, verse 14. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, Up, get you out of this place, for the Lord will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law.
That's right, man. See that one that mocked into his sons-in-law, man, because the people they were ultimately scoffers, and they didn't believe that the Lord was going to come to what destroy the place, man, because they wanted to dwell in wickedness. All right, uh, but the Lord what delivered Lot. All right, all right. The Lord delivered Lot from that place, man. All right. So this is Psalms 34 and 6, and it says, "The poor man cried, and the Lord heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles, man." All right. And the angel of the Lord encamping round about them that fear him and delivered them. Did not the angel go to him? All right. And told him, look, man, come, we got to get out of here, man. All right. The Lord's about to what? The Lord's about to judge this place. It says, oh, taste me and see that the Lord is good, and bless the man that trusted in him, man. All right. Because he trusted in him, man. All right. He trusted the word of the Lord, that the Lord was going to judge that place that was full of iniquity, man. And it's the same thing that we're doing today, man. All right. We're telling our people that what the Lord's going to come, all right, and destroy this place. Depart from this place. Don't put your trust in this place, all right, because it's going to fail you, man. It's going to come back to bite you, all right.
That's right. I got one begging you right up on. You got it. It says 2 Peter 2 and 4. For the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. Who's that talking about? Us, man. We're reserved in these chains of darkness, man, because we transgressed. We went off, man. We're the sons of God, man. The angels that sin, that's us, man. But ultimately, being back in our right mind, having our mind being renewed, building the spiritual ark, is going to stop us from being caught up in that fire of flood, man. All right? That second death, man. All right? And here's what it's going to say. It says, verse 5, is, and spared not the old world. What's the old world talking about, man? The so-called antediluvian period. Pre-flood, man. Prior to the flood, man. All right? That's the old world. Okay? It says, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. And now the flood, that second time, which is that nuclear fire, is going to be brought on the world of ungodly, man. 2/3 of our people in the heathen nations, man. Ultimately. But the Most High is going to save the nation of Israel and bring them back through the loins of the elect, the first fruits, man. All right? It says, and here's backing the brother point up, it says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example and sample unto those that are after shall live ungodly. And here's the point. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, for that righteous man dwelling among them and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
Yep, that's right, man. And that's what we do, man. We come out here and we tell you the truth of the Bible. All right, cold cut, man. All right, straight how it is. All right, and what our people hate us for it, man. All right, but again, we come out here to tell you the truth. All right, tell you that this place is going to be destroyed. All right, and that what to prepare yourself. All right, by renewing your mind, that you may be saved, man. Lord willing. All right. That's it. Like,
Hey, and it's Back in that Genesis 19, it's Genesis 19 and 14. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-laws, which married his daughters, and said, Up, get you out of this place, for the Lord will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law, right? Mocked unto them. And Lot was coming in the same mannerism, the same mindset as Noah, man. All right, trying to admonish them and warn them, hey man, the Lord is finna destroy the city. Noah said, hey man, the Lord is gonna bring this flood, all right? It's gonna totally devour the entire earth, man, and start anew and afresh, all right? Just like we're telling them, hey man, the Lord is finna devour this place with nuclear fire and start it afresh. That being New Jerusalem, man, with the elect. This place is gonna hit the restart button, man. All right, but it says, we'll keep going. It says, and when the morning arose, then the angels hastened, like, meaning like, tell them, hurry up, man, let's go, let's go. The Lord judgment is not slack. He's going to destroy this place, man. The Lord is tired of waiting. He wants to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, man. And that's likened unto what? Those angels holding back those four winds, man, waiting on Yahweh Shai, right, to give that commandment to unleash those four winds. And this place is totally smothered with fire, man. All right, with judgment. All right. It says, verse 15, arise, take thy wife and thy daughters which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city, meaning to the transgressions, man, of the city, right? And the scriptures tell you what, thy sins have reached on to heaven, man, but the Lord have remembered thy sins, man. The Lord doesn't just see you as, okay, well, this is just America I'm judging. The Lord sees this, man, hey, I'm judging spiritual Rome, I'm judging Egypt, I'm judging Sodom and Gomorrah, all right? I'm judging Babylon, point blank period, man, all wrapped up in one, man, all right? And just backing that brother point up when we brought out that Revelation 6 and 4 earlier about that red horse, right? When you go into that sword, it goes into Esau's judicial system, man, which has a death vice grip on you Israelites, man. Pertaining to Isaiah 10 and 1, man, those unrighteous decrees, man, those laws, man. This system is against you, and those laws, they're going to be against you so much that these laws are going to be patterned after that charagma. They're going to be patterned in the language of that charagma, man. Because you Israelites are food, and you taking whatever bread and circus Esau has to give you, man. You're going to be like this, like it said in Matthew. They were, in the time of Noah, they were eating and drinking, and know it not until the flood came upon them, man. You're going to know it not. Those nuclear missiles are going to be shot from the ends of the world, and Jacob's going to be still in his folly, man. Still drunk with the wine and the philosophies of America. What you got it, huh?
Okay. This is Psalms 3 and 1. It says, Lord, how are they increased? It says, how are they increased that trouble me? Many they are that rise up against me. Many there be which would say on my soul, there is no help for him in Yahweh, man. All right, and that's what they say to us right now, man. There ain't no help in them, man. Mm-hmm. All right, look, they going through the same shit that we going through, man. All right, how is the Lord gonna save him, man? All right, they look at it as because we in the same we in America with them, all right, and that's the reason why they believe what they believe, man. They don't believe that the Lord spiritually. They don't understand the spiritual aspect of the Lord, man. All right, that the Lord can make you move this way and that way, man. All right, put a thought in your mind to make you take an exit, and then right up ahead, an accident happen, man, and protect you, man. They don't understand that. All right. It says, but thou, O Lord, art thy shield for me, and my glory, and my lifter up of my head. I cry unto the Lord with my voice, and he heard me out of his holy hill. All right, and that's what we're doing, man. All right, we're calling out to the Lord. All right, calling out to the Lord with these with these cries, man. All right, coming out here teaching the word. All right, the Lord hears these things that we're saying to him. All right.
Hey, I got one banging you up, and you got it. It's Sirach 35 and 17. It says, the prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds. Until it come nigh, he will not be comforted, and will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment.
That's right, man. The Lord hears the righteous, man. Right? The Lord hears the calls of those that want righteousness to flow throughout the earth, man. All right? And what he executes judgment, meaning that he's gonna move on the prayers, man. All right? He's gonna move on the prayers,
Right.
which is destroying this place, man. All right? Because what? We're bringing forth his word. All right? We're bringing forth his word to the people, man. We're the messengers. All right?
Right. You got some more?
God.
You got it.
It says, I cried unto the Lord with my voice, and he heard me out of his holy hill, man, which we're doing right now. We're calling out to the Lord, man. Right? We're raising up the banner, all right, in the mountain, in the mountain, man, all right, which is America. And
Yep.
I laid me down and slept, and I waited for the Lord to sustain me, and I will not be afraid of 10,000 people that have set themselves against me round about. All right, just like what? When I was going
Lot. Yep.
God.
When they surrounded Lot and the angels, man,
Yep.
and they had them around, they didn't fear because what? One, the Lord sent the angels, all right, to what? Basically deliver them out of there, tell them what the Lord's judgment would be and why he decreed out that judgment because it was wicked, and deliver them out of there. And what? Scriptures tell you as well, Lot was a just man. All right? You liking that onto us. Just means lawful. All right? You want justice. Right? You have integrity. You uphold the law. You're honorable. All right? You're not out here being persuaded as the wind with different vows of doctrine and dogmas, man. Just loosey, like they say out here, loosey goosey, man.
Right.
But it says, all right, I got back in that Genesis 19, and I'm gonna jump to Psalms 18 because ultimately the Lord is gonna keep us from these waters, man, which being that thermonuclear heat. He's gonna pull us out of those waters, man. How? It's gonna be by the chariots, man. All right, it's Psalms. Well, I'm gonna start back in Genesis 19. It's Genesis 19:23. The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zor. Then the Lord, all caps Yahweh, the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground. So ultimately the Lord used that fire and brimstone as what? A cleansing agent, man. To do what? Destroy that place and show forth how mighty the Lord is, man. And this is what the Lord has to say about America, likening it on to Sodom and Gomorrah, man. It says, verily, Matthew 10 and 15, verily, verily, I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable. Now, we just read what the Lord did to Sodom and Gomorrah. So now it's saying it's going to be more tolerable, meaning what? The Lord is going to do worse than what he did to Solomon and Gomorrah to America. It says, verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. What is that city talking about, man? The virgin daughter of Babylon, America, the United Snakes, man. All right? It's going to be hit by millions upon millions of thermonuclear heat, man. All right? From the ends of the world. And on top of that, that father shipping concentrated heat from the holy angels, man. All right? Now, this is the book of Psalms 18 because the Lord is going to basically pull us out of that nuclear flood, man. Pull us out of those waters. All right? That's the book of Psalms, chapter 18. And I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, at the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed, hailstones and coals of fire, because that's ultimately the power of the Lord. Hailstones, coals of fire, all right? But that's used as what? A judging agent, man, all right? And it's going to be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah. That hellfire and those brimstones, it's going to be nuclear missiles this time, man. Millions upon millions of nuclear missiles, all right? But look what it's going to say. It says, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 18, all right? Verse 13, the Lord also thundered in the heavens, and the highest gave his voice, hailstones and coals of fire. Yea, he sent out his arrows and scattered them, and he shot out lightnings and discomfited them. All powers of the Lord, all right, his marvelous, all right, his greatness. It says, then the channels of water were seen, and the foundations of the world were discovered at thy rebuke, right? Because ultimately when that judgment pours out, things are discovered, man. Things are being made manifest and laid out plain, man. That's what the Lord is going to do when he destroys America, man. He's going to make it plain who is the controller of the universe, man. What name to reverence. It says, all right, verse 15, then the channels of water were seen and the foundations of the world were discovered at thy rebuke, O Lord, at the blast of the breath of thy nostrils. Here's the point. He sent from above, he took me, he drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy and from them which hated me, for they were too strong for me. And ultimately, our enemies are going to be too strong for us. We're going to need the chariots, man. We're going to need the fatherships of the Most High, man. We're going to need celestial bodies, man. All right? These bodies can't hold the weight to dwell and basically take a ride on those chariots, man. We need celestial bodies, all right? Read it one more time. It says, Psalms 18 and 17. He delivered me from my strong enemy. Who's that strong enemy, man? Leviathan, this beast system, NATO and the EU, man. All right, like the scriptures tell you, who can lay hand on Leviathan, man? It's likened unto the NATO and the EU, man. All right, that whore that sit upon many waters, America, man. All right, it says, he delivered me from my strong enemy and from them which hated me, for they were too strong for me. That's right, man. Ultimately, we're going to need the Lord to be pulled out of that nuclear fire, man. We're going to need those chariots, man. The scriptures tell you, all right, the righteous shall be scarcely saved, man. Because in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, like the scriptures tell you, all right, that corruptible shall put on incorruptible, man. All right, we're going to be changed. All right, but it all starts with building up that spiritual ark, man. Because we know when the wickedness exceeds in the place, the Lord is going to send out those death angels ultimately until he destroy this place and take us out on those chariots, man. Likened unto Noah being taken out on that ark, man. All right? Being guided by the Lord, man. In that old world, but you got it, huh?
All right. This is Psalms 18 and 2. It says, the Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and my horn of salvation and my high tower, man. All right, and as the scriptures say, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, man. So we're going to be calling on that name, all right, when all of these different waves come, all right. When these stronger waves come, man, we're going to need to have our faith in the Lord, man, and the faith in that name, and believe, man, and hopefully that all the works that we've done, all right, will get us out of those situations, man, when they come. All right.
That's right. You got some more, brother.
Let's see. It says, I will call upon the Lord who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies, man. All right. So as the scripture says, man, I will call upon the Lord who is worthy to be praised, man. All right. So shall I be saved from my enemies, man. So all those who try to what? The scriptures say that that the Lord maketh our enemies to be at peace with us, man. All right. So in that day when we find ourselves in different situations, just like in the book of Eli, man, when he was having that shootout, all right, you had that one person that was aiming the gun at him, all right, that one Edomite, he was raising the gun at him, and he looked up and he looked at him for a while, and then he just put his gun down, man. All right, because what? Through the spirit, he knew that he was on a mission for the Lord, man. All right, and that's how it's gonna be in that day, man. All right, Lord willing, we be one of those men. Sure,
Backing you up, man. The book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 19, it says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the western hemisphere, right? And his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Backing up the brother, what the brother was going into, that spirit of the Lord, all right? Basically, you were saying that basically the word is likened onto spiritual powers, man, as well, man, because that spirit of the Lord is the word, man. And when we go out and we teach the word, we heal the blind, we heal the lame, all right? Like the brother was going into. We prepare them, take that wool over their eyes, and do what? Say, hey, look at this place for what it really is, man. This place finna get hit with thermonuclear heat. The will of the Lord is to save the remnant of Israel. You got to call upon the name of the Lord to be saved. Rehearse the righteous acts. It's a faith-based thing. Everybody's not going to get it. Your family's not going to get it. There's many layers of this thing, man. All right? The scriptures tell you to whom much is given, much is required. So ultimately, we know as we get up to knowledge and keep going and growing in this thing, all right, we're going to have more of a disdain and a hate for the world, man. We're going to build up that spiritual ark, and you'll see nothing but with cobwebs and spiders at our work desk for the world, man. But at our heavenly spiritual desk, you see it got a whole great house, land, acres, inheritance behind it, man. A whole spiritual ark, man, sailing away like Noah, like the times of Noah, man. But you got it, you got one?
Oh, you got it.
All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 37, because the Lord, he lifts up those standards, man. And we've been given different times throughout the scriptures where the Lord lifts up those standards, has the holy angels out, and what smites our enemies, man. And you could liken this unto right now what we're doing and how we're going to get the victory over our enemies, man. This is Isaiah 37, right? And I'm gonna start at, I got it right here. It's Isaiah 37, and I'm gonna start at 32. It says, "For out of Jerusalem shall go forth a remnant, and they that escape out of Mount Zion, the zeal of the Lord of hosts shall do this." Right? That remnant likened on to the elect. All right, we're gonna escape. We're gonna escape on those chariots, man. All right. It tells you, scriptures tell you what New Jerusalem shall descend down, man. We're gonna be beamed up, and we're gonna come back down and reign over you heathens, man. Seek out you elites from the clefts of the rocks. All right. The laborers that, like it tells you in James the 5th chapter, the laborers that have been kept back by fraud. All right. Their ears have entered. Their cries have entered, like you was going into the cries, man. Their cries have entered into the Lord of Sabaoth, man, the armies of Israel. It says Isaiah 37, and this is a part of the army of Israel right here, man. Isaiah 37, all right, and 32. It says, "The zeal of the Lord of hosts shall do this. Therefore, thus said the Lord concerning the king of Assyria, he shall not come into this city, nor shoot an arrow there, nor come before it with shields, nor cast a bank against it." And you can liken that city unto Jerusalem, man. That great city of the Lord. You're not gonna come into this city, Esau. You're not gonna we're not gonna fall for that Revelation 13, that charagma, Esau. You're not gonna be able to put that jump shot in us, Esau. We're gonna see your wiles. You can't come and defile this temple, Esau, because this temple is a spiritual temple built by the Lord, man. We're not gonna bow to the knees of Baal, man. All right, we're not gonna worship that image. It says, "Therefore, thus said the Lord concerning the king of Assyria," you can liken that unto Esau, Edom. All right, the king of Assyria, he shall not come into this city, nor shoot an arrow there, nor come before it with shields, nor cast a bank against it. All your techniques, your wiles, your different tactics of war, man, trying to cast it against the remnant of Israel, man. Like the scriptures tell you, if it were possible, he would deceive the elect. If it were possible, but it's not, man. And it says, all right, by the way, Isaiah 37 and 34, "By the way that he came, by the same shall he return, and shall not come into the city, said the Lord. For I will defend this city to save it for mine own sake." Was that talking about Jerusalem, where a people before a place, man? "And for my servants David's sake." Read it again. "For I will defend this city to save it for mine own sake, and for my servant David's sake," man. All right? The king up under Yahweh, who has that key, man. All right? Our forefather. Okay? It says, then here's the point. "Then the angel of the Lord went forth and smote in the camp of Assyrians 184,500," which is 185,000, man. All right, scores being 20, right? And it says 185,000, "and when they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses." That's right, man. And that's what the Lord is going to do, lifting up that standard for his men, for that remnant. All right? Like the scriptures tell you, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, man. Right here. You got it, brother. Go ahead, bring it out. Right. Break it down. You got it.
This is Psalms 91, and I'm going to just start at the top. It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say unto the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My power, in Him will I trust. Surely He will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and of the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with the feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt
Hey, and notice it said when we read that in let me get it, Isaiah 37 real quick. All right, now this truth is likened unto our shield and buckler, our helmet of salvation, our breastplate of righteousness. Notice what it says, Isaiah 37. All right, and I'm gonna start at 33. It says, "Therefore, thus said the Lord concerning the king of Assyria, he shall not come into the city, nor shoot an arrow nor come before it with shields, nor cast a bank against it, man. And our shield and buckle, our arrows is this truth, man. So that's likening and saying right there that we have more power than you, Esau. We have more power than you, Moab. All right. We have more power than you, Ishmael. All right. You can't come into our city with your shields and cast banks out and your arrows, man. All right. But our arrows could come onto you, man, which is this truth,
Yeah.
which is spiritual power, which is those incorruptible bodies, man. You got it, brother. Go ahead.
It says, "Thou shalt not be afraid by the terror by night, nor by the arrow that flieth by day, nor by the pestilence that walketh in the darkness, nor from the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near thy," man. All
Right.
right, so all of these calamities, all these different waves, all right, that the Lord is going to be putting out there, all right, none of those plagues are going to touch the elect, man, because they're not meant for us, man. All right, we gave the warning out to the people, all right, that judgment was coming, these different things was coming, these different plagues, as in the days of Noah, all right, as Noah prophesied, all right, but they didn't listen. So what? All right, they're going to be judged for those things. But Lord willing, because we tell you, because we come out and we speak these things, that we shall be granted mercy from the Lord when they do come, and that we may escape. All right, because the scriptures say that the elect shall scarcely be saved.
That's right.
All right.
I'm backing you up. It's Revelation 11 and 8. All right, and this is spiritually and physically, man. All right, backing the brother up. We're literally going to have dead bodies around us, man. And we build that number. And they're going to be falling to this side, falling to that side. All right, but none of those troubles is going to come near us. Revelation 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city being America. It says, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. All right, the whole lesson we've been going into, man. Egypt because of bondage, Sodom because it's likened on to what? Moism, all right? The alphabet crew, the philosophies it push, man, all right? Which is against our law, statutes, and commandments, man. Scriptures tell you if a man lie with mankind or with as of himself, a man lie with man, they shall both have blood upon them and shall be abomination, man. It shall be surely put to death, all right? That's our law, man. This whole system is against it, all right? It says where also our Lord was crucified, man. Ultimately, this is spiritual Rome as well, man. All right, where our Lord was crucified, and we know pertaining to Revelation, the first chapter. All right, I believe it's like 1 and 7. Yahushua is going to come back even against those that pierced him, man, because they're right here in spiritual Rome, which is America, man. All right, you got one eye?
I'm still in that.
You go ahead.
All right. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thy eyes thou shalt behold to see the reward of the wicked. All right, those are the ones that don't want to listen, man. Our family members, our so-called friends or associates that we used to deal with in the world. All right, all those people that laugh at us on the highways and the byways, or the people that look at us funny whenever we do videos, on the side. All right, it says only with thy eyes shalt thou behold to see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is thy refuge, the Most High, thy habitation, man. We made the Lord his our priority, man.
Right.
All right, so that we may get these rewards, man. All right,
That's
just like a
That's where
kid,
we seek help from.
God.
Our refuge, man.
Man, just like a kid. Whenever the kid continue to do good work, what you reward him, man. All right, oh, you want that new toy, you want that new bike, all right. You want to go here, you want to go there. It's the same thing with the Lord, man. All right, you look at us as his children, man. All right. And what?
He said he's not unrighteous to
right.
get our labor in love, man.
Yeah.
That we have ministered and do minister to the saints, man.
Yeah.
All right, you got some more, brother?
A little bit more.
You got it.
One more. It says, verse 10. It says, then shall no evil before thee, Shalaki. Then so no evil shall befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh dwellings. All right, so nothing's we're gonna have like when you watch those movies, you have like that because this is the Lord's movie, man. This is the scripts. We're playing out the role.
Yeah.
All right, so just as you see in those movies, what you have like that character protection, man. All right, everybody else is dying around. All right, like you see on I don't know John Wick or whatever those movies may be. All right, you have like main valuable players, man, and the main valuable players in the earth right now are the elect, man. All right, because those are the only ones that's gonna make it to the end. All right, whoever they may be, Lord, when we be of them.
Hey, I got one backing you up, bud. It's Job chapter 5, verse 18. It says, "For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He wounded and his hands make whole." That's the Lord, man. The Lord can bind you up, all right? He can make you wounded, and he also can heal you, man. All right? He's healed us, given us these law, statutes, commandments, and ultimately, he's made you 2/3. He's made you sore, man. He's made you full of wounds and petrified sores, man. All right? It says, "He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee." Completion, man. And it's going to go through the different troubles he's going to deliver us from, but ultimately, one of those troubles we're going to be delivered from is those thermonuclear missiles, man. Those intercontinental ballistic missiles that are going to be shot from the ends of the world, man. All right? And you got these countries, they're gearing up their power, man, to show forth their nuclear technology, man. And it's going to be shown forth on the shores of America, the banks here, all right? The city that dwelleth without care, man. It says, Job 5, all right, verse 19, "He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword," man. What's that sword that's going to be used as a power in this Third World War, man? Those ICBMs, man. That's a part of Esau's sword, man. The scriptures tell you the scriptures tell you the Lord said, "I created the smith that bloweth the coal," man. All right? Robert J. Oppenheimer, man. All right? The Lord created you to do that. That's part of your technology, Esau. That's part of your sword. That's part of your blessing, man. It says, "Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh." It says that destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. And that's because we're ultimately taking those chains off and being restored to the sons of God, being restored to celestial bodies. Pertaining to Genesis 9, the second verse, when it says we had dominion over the beasts of the field, the beasts of the earth, man. All right? We're looking at famine and death and all this hellfire and laughing, man. Because we have what? That spiritual power given to us from on high, from the heavens, man. You got one out? I'm going to take it out on yours. You can take it something.
This is Proverbs 11 and 8. It says, "The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh to his stead." It says, "The hypocrite with his mouth destroyed his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered," man. All right, and that's what's going on right now, man. All right, I'm gonna read that again. It says, "The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh to his stead," man. Right. So because of the righteous, all right, continuing to do what's required of them, all right, the Lord delivered them, man. But those who constantly in their folly, all right, and in their wickedness, and they continue to abide in wickedness, they're gonna get judged, man. All right. And it says, "And the hypocrite with his mouth destroyed his neighbor, but through the knowledge shall the just be delivered," man. It says, "But through the knowledge shall the just be delivered," man. All right. So through this word, man, through this word, we're gonna be delivered out of here, man. All right. But you got anything else?
That's right, man. Hey, through this word, we're going to be delivered from the flood. All right. And ultimately, through this word, the heathens, you 2/3 of Israel, are going to be delivered into that flood, man. All right. That was it, huh? Hey, but Lord, when this message was edifying, we're going to turn the face to the east. Give infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well and are worthy of the double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the 4 corners during these last 6 of time, and truth is sincere. Kwam Yashala,
Kwame Yashala,
Bob,
Baba Ball,
Shalom.
Shalom.
Until next time, Akim, Shalom.